In the small, forgotten town of Greyridge, nestled between desolate moors and whispering pines, lived two brothers, Ethan and Liam. Known for their mischief, they were the scourge of the community, their names whispered in hushed tones by parents warning their children to steer clear. Ethan, the older by mere minutes, was the ringleader, with eyes like coal and a laugh that chilled the air. Liam, his shadow, always followed, his presence less pronounced, his voice a mere echo of his brother's. Together they painted the town with their pranks and crimes, from vandalizing the old church to setting fires in the abandoned mill. The brothers were inseparable, or so it seemed. They shared everything, from their dark humor to the blame for their misdeeds. But the townsfolk often noticed something peculiar. Liam was seldom seen without Ethan, almost as if he were just an extension of him. One stormy night, after they had broken into the mayor's house, leaving behind a trail of destruction, the brothers vanished into the thick fog that enveloped Greyridge. The town breathed a sigh of relief, but the peace was short-lived. The pranks and crimes continued, escalating in darkness and terror. Windows shattered at night with no one in sight, strange symbols scrawled in blood on the walls of homes, and whispers of a figure seen moving through the mist, always alone. The town was gripped by fear, but the figure was never caught, always slipping away like a ghost. Months passed, and the terror seemed to culminate one Halloween night. The old graveyard was desecrated, graves opened, and the bodies arranged in a macabre dance around the cemetery. The town sheriff, desperate, decided to stake out the graveyard, waiting for the vandal to return. As midnight struck, a lone figure approached, moving with purpose among the tombstones. The sheriff, hiding behind a mausoleum, watched as the figure, unmistakably Ethan, began to talk to himself, or rather, to someone who wasn't there. "See, Liam, we're still making history," Ethan muttered, his voice laden with a mix of pride and sadness. He continued his grim work, talking to his invisible brother, recounting their past escapades, his voice echoing in the dead silence. The sheriff, puzzled and horrified by this one-sided conversation, finally stepped out. "Ethan, where's Liam?" he demanded, flashlight illuminating the scene. Ethan turned slowly, his face contorted in a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "Liam's here as always. We're just having our fun," he said, patting the air beside him. Confused, the sheriff dug deeper, his flashlight catching on an old, worn gravestone hidden behind others. It read, "Liam Gray, beloved brother, died at birth." The realization hit the sheriff like a cold wave. Ethan had no living brother. He had been carrying on these acts alone, driven by the delusion or perhaps the ghost of a twin who never lived beyond birth. Ethan's eyes gleamed with a mad joy. "We'll never be apart, you see. Liam and I, we're one in the same. He's always with me, in every crime, every laugh." That night, Ethan was taken into custody, his laughter echoing through the cells, a chilling reminder of the town's terror. But the fear didn't end there. Every now and then, on dark, foggy nights in Greyridge, some swore they could see two figures moving through the mist, one leading, the other a mere shadow, perpetuating their reign of terror from beyond the grave.